Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2024, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 76 years of independence, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030, as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute, Center for Art, Sciences, and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
Kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada Shatru buddhi vinashaya Deepajyotirnamostute Deepajyotirnamostute Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations. Today, we are commemorating National Youth Day. And many other occasions on this day. Today is commemorated and celebrated as National Youth Day, that is on January 12th, which was chosen to honor the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, one of the India's greatest spiritual and social leaders. He saw hope for the future in every child and believed that with muscles of iron and nerves of steel, they could bring about social change. Swami himself personified the eternal energy of the youth and a restless quest for truth. Today, almost 50% of India's population is under the age of 25. The future of the country rides on their shoulders, making celebrations that empower young people so important. Swami Vivekananda is born into an aristocratic family in Kolkata, India. Vivekananda speaks at Parliament of the World's Religions in Chicago and introduces the Vedanta philosophy to the West. In 1893, so a leader is born in 1863. The Ramakrishna Mission for Social Services, Vivekananda founds the Ramakrishna Mission. Its ideals are based on Karma Yoga and the teachings of its guru in 1987. Vivekananda retires to his room and passes away peacefully while he is in a meditative state. A great soul departed in 1902. The Indian government declares Swami Vivekananda's birthday on January 12th as National Youth Day to honor the great spiritual leader and to encourage youth in the country. In 1984, the Advaita Vedanta philosophy and yoga propagated by this great monk saint encourages young people to be seekers of truth and become a driving force that changes society. Local clubs, colleges, and schools organize various competitions and events that are both fun and educational, and also at a state, regional level, national level. So take part in today's activities. Many blood drives are also organized in this day. So do some good for someone in need, donate blood at a blood drive. Whatever you think that you will be, if you think yourself weak, weak will be you. If you think yourself strong, strong you will be. Follow the 3 P's, purity, patience, perseverance are the 3 essentials to success, and above all, love. This is the gist of all worship, to be pure and to do good to others, what Vedanta calls religion. So long as millions live in hunger and ignorance, I hold every man a traitor. who have been educated at their expense, pays not to the least need to him, end hunger and ignorance. Every man's true religion, no man is born to any religion. He has a religion in his own soul. The life and teachings of Vivekananda are a source of great inspiration for youth, young minds. It inspires young people. India also celebrates the birthday of Swami Vivekananda and remembered his invaluable contribution to the country, and it honors a great spiritual leader. Debates, speeches, rallies, seminars, and many other activities take place in schools, colleges, universities, and youth clubs on this day. Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji inaugurated 27th National Youth Festival at Nashik, Maharashtra on 12th January, that is today, and addressed the youth of the nation. Union Minister Sri Anurag Singh Thakur ji said that on the occasion of 161st anniversary of Swami Vivekananda ji, 27th National Youth Festival is being celebrated in Nashik, Maharashtra. 12th January is celebrated as National Youth Day, as already mentioned. He further added that thousands of youth from all the states and union territories of the country have gathered here in the city of Kumbh. He also informed that the National Youth Festival will be inaugurated has been inaugurated by Sri Narendra Modi ji in the presence of Chief Minister of Maharashtra, addressing more than 1 lakh youth participants, and also showcase the youth power of the country, and youth of the country will take a vote to make India develop by 2047, which will be 100th year of independence. This year, National Youth Day will be celebrated by all field organizations of the Department of Youth Affairs in districts pan India in collaboration with multiple governments, MY Bharat volunteers throughout the country with support from NSS units, NYKS, and many educational union institutions will coordinate their energies to carry out activities to volunteer for India. Youth clubs will also bring their vibrant energy to the celebration, ensuring a truly inclusive atmosphere. More than 88,000 volunteers will participate in this campaign. So volunteers are registered for these events through MY Bharat digital platform. Road safety awareness events will be conducted at major cities and 750 headquarters of the country on 12th January. Trained road safety volunteers will be flagged off by central state ministers, local MPs or MLAs, marking a commitment to building a safer tomorrow through an intensive campaign. These volunteers will be deployed to assist in handling traffic in traffic choke points and also conduct road safety awareness activities. Volunteers will also be visiting Anganwadi centers for storytelling sessions for children and will be conducting information dissemination about government schemes. Department of Youth Affairs has geared up for National Youth Day with a unique and expansive approach designed to engage and empower every corner of the country's young demographic. Across 763 districts of the country, a district level mega program on National Youth Day 2024 began with a reverent floral tribute to Swami Vivekananda. A cultural program showcasing the diverse cultural heritage of the district and talents of the youth with the participation of winners of Yuva Utsav as well as teams individuals from the host institutions shall also be presented at the end of the program. Today is also commemorated as Quitter's Day, which falls on January 12th. The tradition of setting New Year's resolution has been as old as New Year's celebration, which was initially in the mid of March and April and not in January, as we know. On the first moon after the spring equinox, Quitter's Day is also set aside to recognize those who set New Year goals and fail to achieve them, and to encourage and equip them to try again and ultimately succeed. Research has shown that people quit their resolutions for the year by second Friday of January. In 2019, extensive research was conducted by Strava, a social network for athletes, and it was found that approximately 80% of the people who made New Year resolutions have tapped out by the second week of January. Making deductions from the available 800 million user logged activities in that year, Strava even went to predict that the second Friday of January was a fateful day when the motivations of most quitters began to decline. The main areas of focus for resolutions involve exercise, eating habits, and weight loss. New studies have found that about two-thirds of the people abandon their New Year's resolution within a month. One of the major problems with achieving New Year resolutions is that those who set them are overambitious. People usually start with high levels of motivation, but as the time progresses, the drive begins to wane. The key in achieving goals is to set short, medium, and long term goals as opposed to one large, unrealistic stretch goal, starting small and staying constant, and also pairing up with someone else to remain accountable and motivated will lead to good results. The day is not to make fun of those who set goals and quit, but one ultimately inspire them to eventually achieve their goals despite all odds. The key to not quitting something you started is not to just decide to do something, but to be totally devoted to doing it. The second key is persistence, and the third is to get in with a group club doing the same thing. According to research, these three things are winning recipes to keep going. Today is also commemorated as Remembrance Day in Haiti to pay tribute to the victims of January 2010 earthquake, natural disaster that devastated the nation. The 2010 earthquake caused immense destruction to life and property that led to around 3 lakh people lost their lives, according to the Haitian government. Although an official death toll remains uncertain, the Jour de Remembrance, as it is called in French, one of the two official languages used in Haiti, commemorates all the Haitians and others who fell victims to this devastating earthquake. Today is also commemorated as Stick to Your New Year's Resolutions Day. It's almost halfway through January and we are already starting to break our New Year resolutions. If you like us could do with a renewed commitment to goals, today's great day to begin. Contrary to popular opinion, most people succeed at keeping New Year's resolutions. And don't believe us, many polls have their showcase wheels of steel and endless possibility. It's proved that adults, 68% to be precise, can make and be successfully smash their goals. So let's celebrate sticking to our resolutions today and every day. Today is commemorated as World Work Harder Day in US. Work Harder Day is celebrated on January 12th annually. It is a day for people who do what its name suggests. Work harder in everything we hope to achieve success. We can do one thing, work hard. And when we want to achieve that success faster, we put in more effort and push ourselves to the limits. Staying longer than usual at work offers a chance to work harder. But do you know that working longer and harder are synonymous? While working longer makes you look diligent, working harder actually makes you successful. Today is also commemorated as Feast of Fabulous Wild Men Day in US. From mythological wild men to European forest men to the hottest males we know, we celebrate the wildest men of them all with all kinds of feasts. Wild men are recognized in their other languages like German, French, and Italian, each having a specific term for the word wild man. There are also wild women. They are called Lamia or Holzmoya. An example is Maya, a Greco-Roman earth goddess, also known as the goddess of fertility. The first historian to describe mythological wild men is Herodotus, who placed them in western Libya with headless men and creatures with dog faces. Today is also commemorated as Kiss a Ginger Day in US. Red hair has always been unique and striking to all of us. While many redheads are unfortunately subject to jokes and mockery, we all love their fairy tresses. January 12th is Kiss a Ginger Day, and it's a perfect opportunity to show them our love. At some point, we all wish we had red hair ourselves, but as soon as it occurs in only 2% of the population, we go for hair dyes to get the color. Many believe red hair is and has been always in an Irish, British, and European trait, but that isn't the case. Ancient accounts and archaeological discoveries indicate red hair existed in Greece and Asia. Today, the trait is most prevalent in northwestern Europe. Red hair is slowly disappearing around the world, so kiss a ginger while you can still can. Today is also commemorated as National Pharmacist Day in US. Children can get up to 12 colds a year, while adults over 2 to 4. Where would we without our pharmacists? It's time to thank those friendly workers who keep us healthy. Throughout the year, get ready to celebrate National Pharmacist Day on January 12th. The day focuses on the importance of pharmacists and honors. Today is also commemorated as National Hot Tea Day in US. The perfect time for a cup of tea. Tea has been in our cups since as far as back as 2nd century BC, originating in China. Tea has grown to become second most consumed beverage in the world after water. This delicious blend of spices energizes, detoxifies, relaxes, and does so much more. Today is also commemorated as National Kettlebell Day in US. Resembling a cannonball with a handle, the kettlebell can be used in for a variety of activities, including the sports, strength exercises, and other fitness uses. The organizers behind this day, whom we will introduce shortly, want this to celebrate spotlights the kettlebell as a fitness tool. In other words, they want more and more people to embrace this tool and not to be afraid of using it. Kettlebell is the word originated in Russia, and they had the most visible use of the tool. The reality might not be as simple. Historians think that the simple design of instrument is basically a weight with a top handle, means it could originally stem from any society that has used a strength tool, from the Highland Game athletes in Scotland to the Shaolin monks in China. The 5th century today is also commemorated as National Marzipan Day in US. one of the sweetest days of the year. Marzipan is confection consists primarily of sugar or honey around almond, sometimes augmented with almond oil or extract. The treat is so special that the Persians and Italians claim the credit for its invention. Marzipan might be hard name to remember, but its taste is guaranteed to leave you wanting more. Marzipan is a light and tasty confection that uses ground almonds, sugar, or honey, and some binding agents like corn syrup to give it a flexible texture. It is commonly filled with chocolate, turned into fruit and vegetable imitations, or converted into thin sheets of glaze for icing cakes. Marzipan was prescribed as a medicine for mental and physical ailments during the Middle Ages. Marzipan is good for your brain health because almonds contain large amounts of lecithin responsible for stimulating the nerve cells. For a confection to qualify as marzipan, it must meet the required percentage of almonds prescribed and regulated by the manufacturer's country. The figures made from marzipan sugar paste and jellies were presented at the end of medieval feast to royals. Confectionaries only recognized the German and French methods of making marzipan. Marzipan can be formed into any shape or color of your choice. This makes it a very fun activity to do with family or group. A lot of people may not even know what marzipan is or have. So with this, we shall end today's commemorations. Thank you everyone for joining us on this day. See you all tomorrow at the same time with the same link. Take care. Good night. Before leaving, we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form, which has been raised in the form of polls. So see you all tomorrow. Take care. Good night.